Well, hello, my babies and gentlemen. Welcome to April. This week could be good, could be bad. You know me. And the major player here will be the moon, but moon won't create such tectonic movements. But Mars will, however. And from this week, the Mars is entering the sign of Aries, creating all sorts of turmoil in our lives as if we hadn't have it enough until now, especially February, March. But in any case, this is your astrology report for the week starting from 6th of April and lasting until 13th of April. Welcome to my world. I'm astrologer Kira. You can find everything about my services here or down in the description box. So let's get started. Monday, 6th of April, the moon in the sign of Sagittarius will create trine towards Saturn in Aries, but at the same time it will create tense aspect over the moon nodes, and this means that something old you have been thinking about is coming to fruition, or maybe your attempts to get fit, to get slim, to discipline yourself, to get yourself in order, to get your office in order, your papers, and whatever you're doing, your projects, will come to a fruition, and you will see, or at least you will see the first tangible results. So this is a kind of very satisfactory type of day, uplifting, joyous, and very nice. But at the same time, there will be something scratching you from the behind, because you might remember the things that happened in February or March. Maybe some emotional moments could be whirling your heart, but you will say to yourself, no, discipline is the way to go, so I have to go. Tuesday, 7th of April, moon in Sagittarius will create trine toward the sun in the sign of Aries, but it will approach tense aspect toward Mercury in Pisces. So in this sense, what you want, your intellect, your dreams, your desires, your dynamic, your actions will be in sync with your emotions, and your emotions will be wide. You might be interested in going out, camping, traveling, learning about something new, expanding your knowledge, especially when it comes to natural sciences, or at the same time you will be inspired to learn something more about spirituality, go through some ancient scriptures, for instance. However, your emotions and your thoughts might not be so in sync, so to say, because you might still remember some painful moments from the past. If you are studying some ancient scriptures, you could disagree with something you read, or it might not feel quite as close as you want it to be. So there is this moment that your heart and your ego wants everything and can have everything, but this tiny point in your mind might object. Also, this is the day where you should be aware of the fact that there are liars and con artists around you, so pay attention and don't fall for their scams. And here we are, Wednesday, 8th of April. Things are going to explode, to boil again. Everything is in preparation. It's here, it's happening. Why? Because Mars, by the very late part of Pisces, will create sextile toward Uranus. This is a fast action. This is out of nowhere, from the sea, submarine emerging and shooting all people around, or whatever happens regarding the sea. This could be a appearance of tsunami or earthquake happening in the ocean or the sea, or maybe caused by some military operations like their explosions or whatever, and then transferring to the land. So this can be very important. At the same time, moon from the sign of Capricorn is creating tense aspects toward Neptune, Sun and Mercury. toward Neptune, Sun and Saturn in the sign of Aries. So everything could be in the mix, poisoning or delusions, my will against your will, my calculations against your ego, or my stubbornness against your stubbornness. So things could get rocky regarding the high politics, military operations, yes, as well. But the most thing you should be aware of is your finances, because prices are going up and down, mostly up. These days, there could also be the issue with the gas, liquid energy resources, so everything is in the mix, and now this is the day before the real thing will take place. But I will tell you about that tomorrow. And here it is, Thursday, 9th of April. Yes. Limelight for our warrior Mars in the sign of Aries. Yes, Mars just entered the sign of Aries during this day, and it will create tense aspect toward the moon in Capricorn. So if you are going to the gym, please take care of your knees, or if you are practicing sports, or you have some martial art or combative types of trainings, yes, I should remember that part. So your knees could be highly sensitive, as well as your teeth. Avoid fighting each other and hitting each other, because you know how much the dentist costs. But this is horrible moments when it comes to war, or the moment of glory for the god of glory, for the god of glory, for the god of war, like Mars is in Aries, because Mars together with Neptune, then with Saturn and Sun, man, this is heart poisoning. So please be aware that there could be some biological weapons shooted all around at us. This is the option. Also, stubbornness, hard operation, a lot of people injured in military operations, and also determined but stubborn, sometimes stupid type of will. Please be careful if you are in the military forces, or if you are in law and order enforcement. But if you're not, this is the ugliest day for you to schedule any surgery regarding your head or your knees, especially your knees, especially your teeth. Avoid scheduling your date with your dentist. Not romantic date, but professional type of date. So please avoid any tooth extractions, drilling, whatever surgeries. Put it for some other day. Do not do it on this 9th of April. And I am very, very, very serious about it. I could say that Friday, 10th of April is absolutely an interesting type of day, but will be still under the influence of Mars entering the sign of Aries day before. So everything will be in the mix. We could be counting our teeth on the floor, or having issues with the knees or whatever. So maybe if I tell you that today Moon will create strong trine but short lasting with Uranus by late part of Taurus, this might not mean so much to you, but this could be some sort of a governmental measure against high prices, or some sort of avoiding high prices, trying to do some thorough calculations how we can pull through with all those expenses all of a sudden happening to all of us around the planet due to military operations, nothing else. But besides that, this could be the marking point for some new technologies related to agriculture and like farming, and also building. So something new is being born in some architect mind, or some farmer mind, or some scientist. So people are working on that, and instead of ruining industries and people's lives, they are developing them. Saturday 11th of April, and then consequently Sunday 12th of April, the moon in Aquarius will firstly on Saturday sextile Saturn in the sign of Aries, and then on Sunday it will sextile Sun in the sign of Aries. So this is the voice of people strongly influencing the government, or strongly impacting military operations all over the world. This is the voice of people who are united through the power of the internet. It's not me and my neighbor and his best friend Johnny. It is all of us around the whole world, and this is the phenomenal moment for us to realize how much power we have if we unite. I always say that old statement that people who survive are not the strongest and not the smartest. Those are those who unite. You can be the smartest person in the room, but if you have 10 morons against you, you are not going to win. I have to assure you. And the same goes if you are the strongest person in the room, but if there are 15 of us, you're done, man. You are done. So try not to spend your time being the keyboard warrior, just complaining and thinking. See what types of actions you can actually do by uniting with other people, going out, protesting, refusing to buy from huge retail chains, or refusing to buy the products with high prices, or refusing to fall into traps that the governments, big corporations, and whoever is trying to put upon you and upon us all. So this is the moment when some people will get to that eureka inspiration, and the majority of people will realize that we can win only if we unite. So generally speaking, this week things are warming up again, and these things are going to become very hot, and very poisonous. For now, try to be careful. Do not schedule your dentist. Do not schedule any head or knee type of surgery. Only if it's emergency. Please try to postpone it or do it a few days earlier if you can, but consult with your medical specialist, of course. But in any case, know that truly dangerous, they are ahead of us, and you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, I'm known as a negative astrologer, but I want to speak the truth, and life is good and bad. And life is what it is. So please take care, and if you need my services, you can find them here and there and everywhere. And I wish you all the best and good luck. Bye.